Yes, people, welcome to another Chelsea live stream. Chelsea have won 1-0 against Crystal Palace. I know some of you guys might not be happy with the performance, but for me, the most important thing was to get the 3 points today. That was the most important thing for me. So I'm very happy with the result. That was the most important thing, especially for Graham Potter and the results I've been seeing over the last couple of weeks. But look, we're joined here with Matt J. Bull. How are you, man?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with one. It was a good performance from certain players.
He said
Other
he's
players,
happy.
obviously, other players usual. Graham Potter coached a good game. Players, some executed well, some executed not so well. But yeah, I'm happy. We've got a win. We've got a new player in. Arsenal fans are in the mud, making silly remarks on Twitter. It's all good. It's all good.
Well said. Alfred, man, how you finding the game today?
Yeah, still recovering from my heart attack, but no, look, we can smile. You know, a rare smile on this day. Finally, we won not too long ago, but against Bournemouth, but it feels like an eternity ago for some reason. But yeah, we got the win today, and I think it was a better performance than some of the performances that we've seen recently, and that's all I've asked. That's all I want to see, minimum. Just put in some effort. So I'm happy.
Yeah, before we introduce Carlito, man, I just want to say, yeah, Wayne Mold's in the comments are right. That was for Vialli, obviously RIP. At least we got the win in the end, and thanks for the message about 30k. Big up E and Hashim and Varna and Danny Music. But Carlito, your thoughts initially on the results? Sorry.
Benoit Badiashile was absolutely unplayable. He was so good today. So good. It's a hell of a way to make a debut. It's a hell of a way to do it under such profoundly difficult circumstances. I'll tell you what, man. I mean, I was clenching my butt cheeks the whole game. I was worried. Everybody was worried. It's like, we got Mudryk in there. Felix wants to play with Nkunku. Mudryk wants to stay. So many implications. You had fucking Jody Morris. You had John Terry. You had the whole crew that I'm sure Boehly invited because it was the Vialli game. I'll tell you what, man. This is why England is the best league in the world. And you cannot be successful in this league unless you win games like that. You have to win games like that. Michael Elise, 7 minutes of fucking stoppage time is the 98th minute, and he's still getting crosses in. It's stressful as hell. This is why we do what we do. This is why we follow this team. This is why we love this sport. It's games like that. It wasn't pretty, but they busted their ass, and you have to give them respect for that because they knew everybody was like, are we going to win this? Are we going to give some effort today? They all did. Every single player did. Yeah, I'm very proud of this team today. It wasn't pretty. I don't give a fuck. 3 points is 3 points. All right. 3 points is 3 points. Benoit Badiashile, you are going to be here a very long time.
There are folks. Very, very well summarized as well. We've got KJ in the building as well. Mr. KJ, man. What are you saying?
I'm saying we finally got 3 points. That's what I'm saying. Because it only took 40 days and 40 nights, but Chelsea finally secured something. We should have won 5-0 if we're being honest with ourselves. But yeah. All in all, I just need to send a message to Kai Havertz. I still don't rate you, but you know what? If you get your confidence up in front of goals, then there's a resilience in there for your future. So I'm happy that we were resilient enough to hold on. I'm happy that we didn't let the pressure from Crystal Palace break us down. It was a scary few last minutes, but you know what? That's just how football is. I'm just happy, man. I'm just happy to see a victory, and I'll take a victory under any circumstance. If we're playing bad, if we're playing good, I'll just take a victory for now. It helps the fans. It helps the players. It builds their confidence. I'm so happy that the elite finisher known as Kai Havertz finally got a goal. That the elite bowler known as Ziyech finally got in this. You know what? It's happy days. It's happy days. I'm happy for the squad.
Well said. Everyone tuned in, man. Keep liking the video. Keep subscribing. We did hit 30k yesterday, so thank you everyone for supporting. Matt J. Bulls, Havertz back.
No, I mean, if we Havertz was supposed to be back against Bournemouth, and then he went away.
He's
so-
never gonna give him any flowers. He's
I
never
don't
gonna
want-
do it.
Bro, Matt, give me his condoms, man.
I'll give him flowers when he's consistent.
Give me his condoms.
So what's
Yeah,
consistent
not-
for you?
not
Scoring in
one
3
goal
games in a row?
every- Huh?
What's consistent for you for Havertz? What's the expectation?
Just scoring in more than once every 4, 5, 6 games.
Fair enough.
You're a striker. If you were playing out wide or playing in midfield, I could maybe understand you not scoring so much. But especially considering he had 2 chances today as well, that really he should be at least putting on target in as well. So it's a good goal. Well done. Fantastic. Keep it up, and then we'll see what happens.
I mean, look, I think you're right in that aspect, but I'm starting to see a better performance from Chelsea in the last 2 or 3 games. I think people are starting to link up well. You know, we saw Joao Felix in the previous game with Havertz. I think today, you know, even Conor Gallagher was criticizing him a lot in the game, but I think towards the end, especially, you know, maybe I was wrong on that. So look, I put my hands up. Does anyone think Gallagher was bad today?
He was better.
He was
He was
better.
good.
He was
He was
decent
good.
today. He had a good
Yeah.
game.
For sure.
I think
I thought he was a bit. off the pace initially.
attacking wise, he was fine. He was much better on the ball, but transition again. I think the whole midfield struggled with that, and obviously the man in the middle, J5, is the predominant factor in that. But that's just a Chelsea thing at the moment. Until we get midfielders in to change it, that's not going to change.
I like
Guys.
the bit of shithousery from Gallagher. That was good. Piss off the other team, rile them up a little bit. You know, rev them up. I like to see it. So, yeah.
Yo, guys,
KJ, what are you
guys.
saying?
Hall is not ready for this team. He's not ready for first team football.
Yeah, he's not.
Who?
He is packed.
Lewis Hall, no, he's so many mistakes, man. Like
thing is-
almost costly mistakes.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to disagree with you on that, but I think going forward, I've seen a lot more than Cucurella.
Yeah, but Sadiq, if he's gonna play big boy football, I'm gonna treat him like a big boy. All right, I'm not gonna treat him like a kid.
But at the same time, Cucurella's been making the exact same mistakes. at the back
Ooh,
end.
no, Lewis Hall's been more brazen about some
There's
of
no
these
way.
mistakes, man. Come on, Matt.
I mean, I've seen Cucurella.
Hall's mistakes look like something an under 15-year-old would make. Like,
Yeah,
God,
like there's some things where it's like, oh fuck, man, what are you doing out there?
that brother's not ready for first team football. Like, he's got potential to be good, but he's not ready. He should.
Oh
not
yeah,
be-
and by the way,
Yeah.
everybody watching, don't ever fucking tell me that a center back can't play right back. You know how much easier it is to play right back than center back? Okay, this is football, bro. It ain't rocket science. They're footballers. Let them football. Of course, Trevor Chalobah can play right back. It ain't that hard, dog. It's the easiest position on the fucking planet. It's easier than center back. Of course he can play it. Shut up, these boo birds saying, oh, he can't play right back. He's a center back. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. Sorry, I had to get in with that one because I'm so tired of the geniuses telling me that a center back can't play right back.
Man's on
Please.
smoke today. Man's feeling the smoke
Please.
today.
I
What?
agree, Peter.
You're feeling the smoke today. You're on a hype today, man. You're
No,
always
I'm
angry.
so tired of all these pretenders, man, telling me what's what about football. Get the fuck out of here. Of course he can play right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we do have a special guest today.
Yes, he
Money
is.
Base on the bottom left.
Mate, Mason Mount looks beautiful in red. He looks beautiful in this jersey.
Welcome, my fellow Aussie.
What's up, Matty?
Big up Alfred.
Where
everyone.
where you been when Kepa's doing all these mistakes? Where were you?
No, I wasn't on here. Mate, you guys don't stream it during the games anymore. Where's the watch alongs? Where's the reviews? You guys should stream 4
We do
a.m.
reviews.
5 a.m.
Watch along.
Oh, yes,
watch
those are
along,
reviews.
Got to get back
You know
into
it.
it definitely, 100%. But
But you
Kepa,
know,
our
again,
last
look
few
at Kepa,
games.
man.
I mean, today was
Fucking
good. Today was very
Unbelievable performance. Man of the match once again from Kepa Alec
What?
Balaga. Man,
Not
man of the
Buddy
match
Ashile.
performance.
Not Buddy Ashile.
Nah, Balaga was fantastic, man. He was
Yeah,
fantastic,
he was
but
good.
you know, I gotta give it to Kepa.
Hey,
Kepa
hey, yo.
saved us 4 times and 4
Boy,
fantastic
ain't no way,
saves.
boy.
Hey, yo,
Better
KJ,
ship
KJ,
him
how
again.
about Buddy Ashile, KJ?
Bro, can I tell you something?
His
And
height's amazing, man.
Yeah, he's
Bro,
really good, man.
this is what
Yeah.
I've always been saying. You see, black people, you can never go wrong. Number one,
They're delicious.
bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. Let's have it right, man. But yeah, no, I've rated him from the start, man. He's so good.
Yeah.
He's so
He's
good.
so
The
And
way
you know what I love
the
about
way
him is
the
that-
crosses come in and he clears from crosses is unbelievable.
He's elite
he's
there, bro.
great.
He's elite. He's
Yeah.
elite.
bro. No, that's a good pickup. I can't
Yeah,
lie.
I had KJ. I had my friend Paul, who does the website for Worldwide Chess. He's like, yeah, dude, this should be Fofana and Badiashile in the future. Like, these are the two center backs we should be looking at if we're gonna play a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. So keep your eye on that. Keep your eye on that because it might just.
I
be
don't want
those
to get
two.
ahead of myself too much, though. Obviously, it's one game. We've got.
I'm not Sadiq. There are very few things to celebrate right now with this team. I'm gonna celebrate this one, dude. I'm gonna allow myself to.
You know what else I'm gonna be celebrating? Mason Mount in an Arsenal jersey because again stinks up the
He
pitch.
was so
Absolute
good. Yo,
ghost. He's rubbish.
Sadiq, where was your boy? Where was your boy Minerals?
Yeah,
man?
where was your
Space
Minerals,
today.
I think.
Absolute ghost.
I think he was
What
okay
a-
today.
He was
What
garbage.
did he do?
Okay.
Okay, what did he do?
What did he do? Tell me one
Look,
thing he did.
look, guys. It's not good enough for Mason Mount, 100%. But I don't think he was as bad as we've seen in the last few games.
Yeah, because he's been horrendous since what? It's been a year now. It's been
Like the
horrendous.
video. Like the video if you want Mason Mount to go to Arsenal. Like the video. Like the video.
But even
I think
Havertz,
everyone gave a shift in today. I think everyone.
Yes. Yeah,
everyone did
everybody
that.
but Mason Mount.
Havertz,
Yeah.
Havertz has that cycle as well. Havertz has that cycle where he scores a goal, goes 8 games. You know, scores a goal, goes 8 games. You know, I need to see some consistency from
You hear that,
Havertz,
Carly,
man.
too.
I
You
know
hear
Khalid is
that.
Havertz's boy
Now
coming in.
hold
everyone.
on. If Havertz is playing with Joao Felix and Mykhaylo Mudryk, okay. I mean, Matt, this is a different story.
But Havertz isn't a finisher. Havertz cannot finish the
Yeah,
ball.
but
Havertz
as soon
cannot
as
put the
next
ball back
game,
in the
we're
net.
going to see him with Mudryk.
Well, yeah, we'll see how it is. But he can't put the ball in the back of the net. I'd rather
Well,
play
he
for
just
Fofana.
did. He kind of just saved our ass.
Yeah, after he had 3 open goals, he could have done as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
yes,
it's a
Matt.
cycle.
Take it to him. Take it to him. Take
Hey,
it to Carly.
that's
Hey,
what's
that's
good
why
about it.
I invited him on because he has the minerals. He's got the minerals, baby. Let's go. It's all
Havertz,
right.
man,
To
I'm
be fair,
telling
he
you.
was the only one that missed an open goal.
Oh, Syndrome!
Who was missed? Who was missed?
Hall missed an open goal.
Oh, and that's a bit hard. Come on,
I
that's
mean,
hard.
that is from a very tight angle.
That's tight.
What do you mean? That angle was not that tight.
Hey,
I've seen
Syndra,
Havertz-
Syndra, solve the debate for us.
I'd like to put KJ in that exact position and see if he even puts it on.
He'll
Syndra,
hit
solve
it.
the
I
debate
would.
for
You
us.
just
kick
scored a
it.
goal like that
He'll
in
just kick it.
like 2 days ago.
He'll miss kick it. He won't
Syndra,
even
solve
hit the
this
ball,
debate
bro.
for us. Was Lewis Hall
KJ
bad
hit it and
today?
go backwards.
Bro,
Syndra, was
I
Lewis
literally
Hall
scored
bad
a goal
today?
just like that 2 days ago.
I wouldn't say it was bad, but
You-
it wasn't his best. It wasn't his
Okay.
best game. He was
Thank
he
you,
was
thank you.
decent. He was decent.
Guys,
he was-
he does better than Cucurella, bro.
He was
Nah,
better
he's
than
not a bad player.
Peering into him.
he was at least better than Koulibaly because Koulibaly can't play left back, but we don't.
Mate,
was
what was this
Koulibaly- was-
rubbish
what-
cool about full
What
centre
Koulibaly
backs?
did well at the end as well for left back. Come on, guys, this is
Nah,
hard.
nah, I wouldn't say.
I was
he did
confused
well.
why he did it. Though. I was just confused why he did it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a bit
But
But it
hard.
was all
man.
right. Hey, but you know, I think, as I said, the Gallagher as well had a good game.
Yep.
And nothing to look at. This guy's still a shit, still a road runner. He needs to go. You know,
Hey.
I expected to play against his old team where he has the knowledge. And obviously, I don't know if you've ever played football against your old team. You always have that intensity and more energy than all the other
Hell
boys out
yeah.
there. So
Hell
And-
yeah.
So-
and
he's
I
not
mean,
going to do
look
this
at
next
last-
game.
like,
The,
the
the
only
only
thing-
goal we scored was against Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
only-
He did it last time.
Also, the only thing Gallagher did was like give us more of dynamic and more running power in the midfield. But in my opinion, like Gallagher's yellow card, right? Or was it Mount or someone when they tripped someone from behind? There was a lot of those.
Mount. I didn't even know Mount was on the pitch
Yeah,
until
I didn't even know he
30th
was
minute.
playing.
Nah,
I thought he was subbed off.
But in my opinion, should the Corey have gotten a second yellow for the likes of challengers that Gallagher got a yellow card for? Because that the Corey guy, in my opinion, was really close on the edge to getting a second yellow.
Yeah. I mean,
He-
the ref was shambolic as always.
Yeah, he was shambolic.
As always,
Like-
nothing different there.
Yeah, like in my
I-
opinion, he
he-
should have gotten a second yellow on a tackle on Gallagher. Like he got a yellow for a tackle on Gallagher, and then another nasty tackle on Gallagher.
Yeah,
I
the
didn't
other
mind-
one,
I
the other
didn't
one, Syndra, the 50-50 with Aubameyang, where Aubameyang got to the ball first,
That's a
and,
Yeah.
the keeper. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not
That's
foul
a
at all. Even the announcers, I love when the announcers are like, that is a terrible call. By the
I mean when he like pushes the defender, like he comes a little bit from behind the shoulder, like
Was that
up here.
Havertz? Was that
Yeah.
Havertz?
No, yeah,
Havertz had that one on Hughes where I think, that was
Oh,
a
yeah,
shit
on the
call.
right side when he barged him.
Yeah, that was a good tackle by Havertz. That's the best thing he's done all year.
Well, in my opinion, that should not have been a yellow card
Jesus,
because
man.
if Haaland can do those sort of things and not be blown for, why can't anyone else do that? Because City, Haaland had a similar goal like that earlier in the season. Why can't he like barge the defender?
Well, let me
off
ask
like
Sadiq. Is it time to sub him out? Is it time to get rid of him?
please.
In my last 2 videos, I said it's time for him to go. I did.
It's time to go. Get him
I
out.
have said it. But there's many players that need to go. I think even Ziyech had a fantastic game today.
But let me tell you something. If Joao Felix was playing in the position of Mason Mount today, we would have won 3-0.
Yeah, I think
Easily. Like there's
Yeah, but again,
there's such a big
Khalid,
Matt. There's such a big difference between those two players. There's such a big difference.
massive difference.
I wish
Massive.
I wish we could have seen some Aubameyang that Fofana came on.
So, but then because
Gacho?
Havertz,
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
tell
Havertz
Aubameyang's still pissed off about something.
but Aubameyang doesn't get the service. Like
The thing
he
is
got a
that
couple of
he's-
services, all right.
Yeah, Matt
but
said he's making the runs and he's just not getting picked up continuously, not getting picked up.
Mason
And
Mount.
of course,
Whose job is it to
Gallagher.
play him the
No,
ball? Whose job is
Aubameyang,
it to play him the
not
ball?
that ghost,
Like-
not that rat.
that's what I mean. Of course,
can also put-
Aubameyang's going to get pissed off if he's not continuously not getting served the same balls.
Can we praise
keep getting
Jorginho for his
constantly
forward
Yeah,
pass
no.
in this game?
Go ahead, Sindra, please, because tell Matt Ball how good Jorginho was today.
Like Jorginho was in my opinion, he was controlling the game. He controlled the game. He told players where they should go. He dictated the tempo of the game. He demanded the ball from every player, and we saw that he was a vocal point in our midfield, and every player wanted to play him. He gave Gallagher and Mount more freedom, and he had at least some good forward passing, which is something we complain about from Jorginho. Like the one ball to Aubameyang was so underrated.
He had a good game. I mean, you can't despise him. He had a fantastic game, but is it
Some
for him to
games,
stay?
like he's
On the,
Does
hold
he-
on, hold on, let me say,
roller
on
coaster.
the ball, he was all right. Off the ball, it's like cutting knife through butter.
He was like Mason Mount, basically.
Hey,
No,
Matt,
no,
your boy is getting interviewed right now on NBC. Mi amor.
Mi amor, Ali de
Yeah,
Balagos.
bro. He's getting that full stop player of the
But-
game.
Of course
Loving
he's
it.
man. He's the man of the match,
Oh,
man.
he was
People-
really good again.
Have anyone
Who wanted
asked-
Selena, man? Who wanted
asked,
Selena?
I wanted Selena.
Not yet, mate. Give it a couple more years. Yeah, we got mi amor,
What's your
Ali de Balagos.
What's your
Let's
thoughts on?
let's just hope there's not any
Bradashile?
low crosses into the box, Matt.
Oh,
Hey, no worries. Yeah, he's got it.
Guys, what's your thoughts on Bradashile?
What you were saying,
Really
he's. I
He's
think
solid
that
as a freaking rock,
his
baby.
leap is fantastic. His
What do you
leap is
say, KJ?
fantastic.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's everything Koulibaly wishes he was.
Now let's keep talking about that ghost. I want Sadiq to finally admit about that ghost.
he has admitted about Mason Mount. He has.
Yeah, I need you to tell your boy Sadiq, tell your boy to wake up. Yeah. You know who I'm
It's
talking
not-
about?
He's
You
too
know,
different.
it's tough because obviously I haven't spoken.
Well, it's
to
like
him in
it's
about-
telling an elephant. It's like telling an elephant to drive. It's never
I
gonna
haven't
get through his
spoken
head.
to him in 2 or 3 weeks. I do need to have a conversation with him. So hopefully,
I'm
you
telling you, Sadiq. Today just showed that you can play football without Mason Mount. Felix comes in, as Khalid said. Felix was here today. I think we would have scored. I think we went 3-0. Yeah, some to the Turkish league, some to the Chinese league, some to the Saudi league.
I think Besiktas are looking for a new attacking midfielder after they don't want Dele Alli anymore.
The day we sell Mason Mount is the day our club will return, and Havertz with him.
Chelsea's saying that they want to get him to sign
That's-
a long-term deal. At the
They,
moment.
they want
Where are they saying that, Sadiq?
No, hang on.
Athletic.
Matt Law's saying that.
Matt Laws.
And Matt Law.
they
No,
also say that Chelsea
His-
want a
His
club
name
overhaul.
is Mike Guidelines. It's no longer Matt Law. It's Mike Guidelines. Please have it
What does
right.
that mean?
It
Mike
means that
Guidelines.
he's lost the ability to have a cool name.
Oh,
His
not the
credibility is
Felix.
shot. No more cool
Just like
names.
Felix.
Yeah.
Say, Mr. Felix, I lied.
Oh yeah, Matt, you was friends with Felix, man. What happened to?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah,
That's your boy, right? That's your boy.
I saw you guys
Felix
working
isn't my
together.
boy. No,
He
Felix
was on your stream
Johnson.
once, no?
Felix, no. I'm good friends with Andreas.
Oh,
Is
Andreas.
it Kroonsend? What's his last name?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's cool.
Norwegian,
He's a cool guy.
Yes, Daniel
Yeah.
Crane. Tell him about Lewis Hall, man. Tell him. We've
Who's
got people
telling
in
him?
here that are saying that he's making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes.
He was.
Yeah, but
He
he's
made
still a
like
good
3
player.
mistakes. Okay, cool. He
He's-
made like 3 mistakes.
He had a great game.
But
He had
yeah,
a great game.
Yeah, he had
From
one really big mistake, which almost was a goal by for Palace. But other than that, he was okay.
What Palace chance?
Yeah,
It was like
The-
still
the-
35
he was
yards away.
passing it backwards. It looked like it was going to. He was trying to get it back to Kepa, but he hit it, so it had not enough power to get back to him. And then Palace got a free kick from it.
Fair play.
No, I didn't think it didn't get it, but we still got.
When was the last time we lost to Palace? I swear, every time I remember Palace, I remember us always like regaining confidence from
The
them.
game that Zaha beat Azpilicueta in the box.
I gotta look at that. When was that?
Oh, yeah. I was worried at that bit, you
It
know.
was the second season under Antonio Conte.
Even today, when I saw Zaha against Aspi at the end, I was,
I was
Yeah,
real worried.
yeah.
Real
Yeah.
worried.
I was worried, fam.
Yeah, Syria
he
lost.
was licking his chops, bro.
Bro,
Chalobah
I
did a
was
good.
shook.
Chalobah did a good job against him.
Oh, hey, Sindra, please remind me, what position did Chalobah play today?
2017,
Right back.
yeah, sure.
He played. So he played right back. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool. Gotcha.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I wanted to make
Chalobah
sure.
right back.
He
But
played
Kalira-
right back.
Chile and Luis Hall left back.
Okay,
Kalira,
great.
Centre backs, not all centre backs can play right back. Kalira.
Yeah,
And he
but
did
Matt,
it.
Matt, guess what?
Yeah,
It's
well,
an easier position than center back.
Well,
It's
it
an easier
depends.
position.
It depends what system.
They're footballers, man. Let them
Yes,
football.
Matt.
Matt. Yeah, minerals,
Yeah,
Matt.
there's nothing wrong with centre back playing right back as long as they're not dead ass sluts.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
Generally,
that.
they're
Oh, I
fine.
mean, you gotta have pace. Chalobah has pace. And
Yeah,
by the way, he shut the shit
obviously,
down.
not every centre back can play. So
No.
you can't play. As good as Thiago Silva is, you can't play right
Well,
back.
no,
Yeah,
of course
exactly,
not. But
yeah.
he's
So
never played that.
But Matt Chalobah can play right back.
Cool.
Yeah,
Chalobah's also.
I think he can.
One,
You have to
Chalobah's played right back before. Two, he is suited for it.
Yeah, one thing I
And
wish when
even I'm going to go to something even more funky that people just disagree with. Left backs can also play right back.
Yes.
Just because these footballers aren't just one-footed; they have to only play on one side.
Hey, yeah, but Matt, here's the question, Matt. Here's the question,
Marcelo.
Matt.
Exactly.
Are we going to play Chalobah at right back as an option for the rest of the season to save some money?
Potentially, because
See, this is
obviously
what I'm getting at. This is what I'm
and this is
getting
why
at.
there's a lot of centre backs already. You've got Fofana coming back.
Yeah.
You've got Silva. You've got Koulibaly. You've got Benedicile.
Yeah.
That's already 4 people potentially in front of Chalobah. If you were to say all 4 of them are better than Chalobah, so Chalobah's got to get game time somewhere, especially if we're playing a back 4.
Yeah.
Obviously, right back is the option. You can't really play him at wing back. I think wing back's too much for Chalobah.
It's too
because
much.
He's not that athletic. But I don't want to go back to 3 back.
Yeah, but Matt, this
Matt,
is like you were saying yesterday. Matt, you're saying yesterday, like we need midfielders. And by the way, I agree. You know, I agree. We're gonna go for Caicedo on the 18th. That is when he has a new agent. That is when he's going to become available per Ben Jacobs. This is what he said on our stream. So on the 18th of January, we will be able to buy him. Great. Mark that down. On the 18th, we will buy him. If I'm wrong, then fuck me, right?
No, I don't think we'll buy him on the 18th, but I think we'll start.
No. We will officially place a bid. But no, what I'm saying is that like we also might still go in for Maduki, and if we
That'll be
can
best,
wait till
huh?
the summer, to get that right back, it'll save us money. It will.
I think we should get the right back now, Carlito. It's shown we need it now. I think. Yeah, Chalobah can play it, but I would rather Kyle Walker-Peters. I'd rather Pedro.
I mean,
Porro.
I would rather Reece James, bro. Obviously.
Everyone would rather Reece James.
Don't
Unfortunately,
forget,
guys.
Reece James is
can't
coming
play.
back instead.
He is like Matt. I don't want to overspend on a contingency
all the
plan.
time. You don't have to play Reece.
No, but hang on. How do you know Reece James will keep being consistent?
No, we don't know. It's dude. Everything's a gamble. Life's.
That's
a gamble.
why I would. That's why I would
Bro,
go
we
buy
can't risk
Pedro
it.
Porro for
We
40 mil.
can't miss this, seriously. We can't
Look,
risk
I
it.
hear you, but I don't want to spend $50 million on Dumfries.
No, I
No,
agree
it's
with you.
I don't think-
I'll buy Pedro Porro, Walker Peters, like someone who can play in the
Kyle Walker
competitive
Peters
role.
is dope. He's dope. I agree with you.
Yo,
I
you
don't-
lot, just quickly.
Matt, at the same time, you can get Kyle Walker-Peters cheap in the summer if Southampton go down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we
I
could,
would,
we could, we
but
could.
we
Guys,
could have
I
got
wanted
Mudryk
to
in
mention.
last summer. pretty much.
Chalobah is an option that you can play. You don't have to play Chalobah in all the games, just like you don't have to play Reece in all the games. It's finally an option that we can use to give Reece sufficient time to rest and sufficient time for him not to keep getting injured. So you play Reece in the games that matter, and you play Chalobah in the games that you necessarily don't need Reece in, especially now you've got the likes of Mudryk and Felix to mean we're not reliant on Reece James for every bit of creativity.
Now, Matt Ball, do we do this in the summer? Do we address it in the summer?
Yeah, I think if Chalobah as a backup at playing in certain games to give Reece James enough rest, I don't mind because the midfield is the priority.
Yeah, you had to know Potter was going to do this. You had to know Potter was going to try this.
I'd be more annoyed if we bought a right back and didn't get a midfielder. Because at the end of the day, Reece James is only injured until February.
So
Whether he gets
again, I would rather go get someone now because look, we just overpaid like crazy for Mudryk, player who I think is worth evaluations worth about 25 mil, 30 mil.
Oh, that's undervaluing him, Matt. I'm going to push back on that one, dude. He's really good. He's a really good
yeah,
player.
I'm not taking away the fact that Mudryk's a good player, but do we scout him properly? Do we look at him properly? You know, do we know the players? Do we even know the player? Like, does Iqbal and Boehly know this guy? Because I think they just bought him for the hype, and I don't think he's worth what we bought him.
Nobody pays $100 million for hype. You don't pay $100 million for hype.
I don't think we should have spent that money on him. I think that we could have got better options for now. I think we could have got a couple more.
Who could we have got now?
I would have gone, personally, go get Ivan Toney. Someone now who can give me goals tomorrow morning.
Because he could get banned for 6-9 months. That's just
seriously. That's an unreliable. That's an unreliable person, not just player. Person.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, Alfred, what do you got?
So, in regards to this whole nobody knows who Mudryk is stuff, fair enough. We may not know much about him, but I think something that is being overlooked is that one thing that Arsenal has gotten absolutely spot on in recent times, which is why they are doing so well, is their recruitment and deciding on who they want in their team. Mudryk is a player that they wanted in their team, so much so that I believe they bid for him 3 times.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
The only reason he's not at Arsenal now is because Arsenal are broke.
That speaks volumes for me, right? If Mykhaylo Arteta wanted this man really bad and thought that he could fit in his team, that's that's for me actually quite encouraging.
And I'm not being funny. This deal was mainly pushed by Vivell. Boehly and Iqbal have stepped back. Vivell, Paul Stanley have both got this ball rolling, and they're the one that are looking and going, this player I like, this player we want to get. And Vivell, after all the stuff he's done at Red Bull Leipzig and Red Bull Salzburg, that whole Red Bull project, they scout players from absolute nowhere, gems that we don't know about. So I trust their.
That's what they do, but Mudryk was a hype train.
Yeah, but maybe they have scouted Mudryk before.
You can't just go for every single player.
If
the price is high, otherwise you're just going to get the Mason Mounts of the world.
When was the last time a big transfer worked out at Chelsea?
Yes, but this is after. Yeah,
Benoit Badiashile.
You're talking about a completely different setup.
No, I'm talking about the price tag. I'm talking about overpriced hype.
Yeah, but the
amount
of teams that buy overpriced hype and they still go
flourish.
I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's played 7 professional games. I'm not saying he's a bad player. But he's played 7 professional games, and I'm saying I just don't think he's worth that money. Does he come in tomorrow and fix our problems?
I see where you're coming from. I 100% totally agree with you in terms of this aspect, because obviously the market's inflated as well at the same time. Obviously the way we paid for it,
being inflated is nothing we can do.
We ruined.
That's what I'm saying. We can't do anything.
We're contributing. We're contributing to the inflation, by the way.
Yeah, we were. PSG were the one that ruined it with a Neymar deal.
Sneak, I want to ask you a question. Did you see Shakhtar just absolutely trolling the fuck out of Arsenal today? And then you have Chelsea in a very American fashion introducing Mudryk at halftime. Now,
know,
look,
what-
you got all these journalists that are saying this is unprecedented. I cannot believe Chelsea is doing this, as if like it's some form of disrespect. Number one, your owners are American. Either you accept that, or you could just bite your thumb and shut the fuck up, because we're gonna do some American shit. And number two, if you don't understand that we were saying fuck you to Arsenal by introducing Mudryk at halftime, then you don't understand trolling. Then you don't understand needling. We were needling Arsenal with that announcement at halftime. You should be laughing at that because it was hilarious.
Yeah, guys, just the last thing that I want to add, because I do need to head off. Matt will be taking over.
Hey.
Everyone that's tuned in, everyone like the video, please subscribe, all that good stuff as well. I do want to talk about Liverpool very quickly. I believe we have them next week.
Yeah,
I think
we
it's a
do.
fantastic time to play them, and I think
Yes.
this is, a massive confidence boost that we can take. I'm not expecting a perfect performance where we're dominating stuff. As long as we get the 3 points,
Mhm.
like today, that's the most important thing for me. Because obviously Newcastle, I think they scored around the last minute. I think it was
89th
1-0.
minute.
Yeah, which was a nightmare. And I think Fulham missed a penalty from what I saw.
They did.
Yeah, they did. Mitrovic.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm still looking at top four. Probably won't get it, but I'm still looking that ahead. But we need to beat Liverpool next week. I think it's the perfect time to go and play Liverpool.
Yeah. Our rebound will come back after if we beat them.
Yeah. And then we get Joao Felix back, who's the best player on the team.
100%.
Yeah.
What a play, man. That's
So
that's
dope.
a real
He's
career
so
player.
dope, man. He's so good.
But do you think Mudryk will start against Liverpool?
Yep.
Yes, and I
Graham
will
Potter
start.
doesn't
I
give a
don't care.
fuck. All you
Like-
guys are expecting everybody to be traditional and ease them in. Dude, no. Graham Potter will start him. I
He-
love
he
that
j-
about him.
So who
He
gets
started-
dropped? Who gets dropped?
Mount.
Mason Mount, he sucks.
Play Mudryk against Trent Alexander-Arnold. We can see some action where the best
Yeah.
right back in the world is going to get smoked 8 times in that game.
Say it again,
Dude,
Sindra. Say it
dude.
again.
See, it's
The
better with
best
Sam Mudryk
right
because
back
it's something
in the
new.
world.
Because
Bro,
what?
Mudryk
Sadiq,
and Joao Felix running down the wings. Oh my
Bro. KJ, say it again,
What
bro.
with
Say
Mount
it
and
again.
Gallagher behind?
oh
No.
my
Okay.
god.
All right.
We're talking about
Like,
running and scoring goals, not running
who's
around.
going to play their midfield like against Liverpool?
I don't know.
Kova and J5. J5
Nah.
looks like he was injured. Because we don't have Zakaria. Probably don't want to play. Okay, Gallagher could probably be a good addition because he's just going to run around the midfield.
Sindra, can I give you an option?
Yeah.
Moises Caicedo.
He won't come in by Liverpool.
What day are we playing Liverpool?
I can check.
Saturday, 12:30.
No, what
That's-
day is that? What's the
That's the 21st.
Yeah, 21st. It's gonna be close.
Depends if we make the bid on the 18th.
Dad,
Wait,
just
if he's
keep your eyes
available, he
open.
starts. If he's available, he
What?
starts.
Yo,
Like,
you lot, one thing I realized about this whole Mudryk deal as well is that every time they were saying Arsenal were very keen on the play, they always had Chelsea in the background. I don't know if you noticed
Yeah.
that. They always had
Yeah.
Chelsea's name
Yeah.
saying that they're ready. They're ready.
Jesus.
They're ready. It's like they knew, it's like we're getting the news fed 1 or 2 days behind.
Yeah.
We let them do the scouting, and then we just come in.
It's like they knew something because they're not going to put these things out of nowhere. Chelsea are looking at this player, which means
Todd Boehly's
we're
looking
going
on
for the
Twitter.
player. Like, there's-
Top
Hey,
Always
there's-
looking
Sadiq, by the
for
way,
him.
62 people watching, only 55 likes. What the hell, guys? What the
Guys,
hell?
like the video,
Come
man.
on.
I'm going to head out anyway. Carlito,
Not the
Alfred,
video, Mason
Syndrome,
Mount
Matt,
Arsenal jersey.
KJ,
Shut
I'm
up,
Matt as
Matt.
well. Stay safe, you lot. Stay well. I'll see you guys very soon, man.
Be up,
And,
Sadiq.
Take care.
is
Alright,
Matt still
guys.
here?
Big up.
Take care.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Jay Bull, take over, man. Carly, take over, man. I'll catch you guys
Yeah.
soon. Peace.
Apparently, Todd Boehly's in the Twitter space.
No way. Is he actually?
Don't
Is
lie.
Are you serious?
Apparently.
I love
Apparently.
it. Todd Boehly's the best.
Let me see you.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Well, look at his profile. Oh, he's actually was listening to Con sing. That's what the other was saying.
And
Oh,
Matt,
he's
Matt,
listening to Con CFCs. I'm
Is he
watching on it
actually?
now.
That's mad.
Mount out. Come on.
wait a minute. Are you saying of all the Chelsea fans,
My gosh, Todd Boehly's actually in
Connor
the-
is talking to Todd Boehly?
Yeah,
Connor.
let me hear this shit. Sorry. Carry on, you lot, man.
Listen,
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
what a time to be alive.
Jesus Christ.
We got Todd Boehly's actually.
But-
And this guy's waffling.
Connor, the most obvious tweets
Right.
person in the world.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Jart's
Top-
funny as well. I just read something. It was a article from the Daily Mail a couple of weeks ago talking about how Arsenal are just about squeezing FFP by the skin of their teeth. Yet Arsenal fans are coming at Chelsea for FFP rules.
Yeah, but we don't have any depth to. We don't have any depth.
Todd Boehly's in this space, and this Roman
got
Empire
that,
guy's
yeah.
waffling. Fucking about
Yeah.
Ross.
So I guess.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck, fam?
Bro,
Hey,
you see these people? These are the people that you know are snakes. These are the people that are going to tell Boehly right now that Mason Mount is amazing. I'm sick.
So dead. Yo, this
They're
conversation
talking about
shit,
Gallagher.
fam.
Yeah, I know, of course. When you got like bums like this talking, Roman Empire is the biggest Mason Mount lover. Oh, he's
Can't
starting
lie,
to bring
you
back
lot.
Eva.
That combo is dead. That combo's dead.
But we need to sort out our medical staff. our
Actually,
medical
they were
team.
just talking about that. They were just saying bring back Eva.
Yeah.
What are you waiting
yeah.
for Chelsea?
Just quickly as well, super chat here as well. Big up Serrano fan, big up myself, family, big up the panel. Great win for Chelsea at a crucial point. No words to describe it. Well said, man. Well said.
Yeah,
Matt,
win's a win. I take it.
I'll leave it to
Hey.
you, man.
All right,
Yeah,
so I'm
no.
going to show this one. My opinion about Potter is leave. Is leave because he ruins all the chemistry, and very sad to have so nice project for the future. Greetings from Greece. What's up? Greetings from Greece. You're totally wrong, but I do like Greece.
I don't get how the whole point of he ruins all the chemistry. What has he ruined?
He hasn't ruined anything. He's literally have
See
nobody
how
available.
I told you guys, Todd Boehly's on Twitter. Look at him. I said that's why you got the Mudryk deal.
All right, let it go, please. Of all
No.
please.
I'm just saying, what are they talking about now?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so Matt.
Well, Khalida, let me say this about Potter. Yeah, I'll say this right now. Graham Potter will never win Chelsea Football Club a Premier League. He'll
You
never
want
ever
to
win.
bet on that? You want to bet on that?
I wish $100 now, but
I want more. Oh no! Get me a little harder than that, brother. $100? No,
This is gonna take. This is a 7-year period. You think Chelsea are gonna win a Premier League under Graham Potter?
Yes. I
Yes.
bet you $1,000 they do.
I'm
In
saying.
fact, you know what, Matt? I'll do you one better. I bet you $1,000 they do it next season.
that Chelsea win the Premier League next season.
Yes.
There's no way you believe that.
Are you
Hey,
kidding me?
you-
Do you know how
Khalida,
easy it is
the
to turn
only-
around a team
Khalida-
with money? You know how easy it is? Because
Hey.
we just reinvent. Hold on, let me speak. We just
Yeah.
reinvented our attack in a week. We just reinvented our attack.
Yo,
So don't tell
Khalida,
me it can't be done. Don't tell me it can't be done.
Bro, at least 2 seasons. A season.
Khalida,
No, Matt. Are you taking the bet or not? Come on, dog.
See, I don't want to take the bet because I don't want to. No,
Okay,
here's
so
why.
then you
Here's
don't
why.
believe yourself. You don't
No,
believe
here's
yourself.
why.
Gotcha.
I do, but I don't want to believe myself. I don't want to believe myself. I
I
don't want us to lose the league.
Yeah, that's a nice little
And
caveat you got
here's
going
the
on there,
thing.
dog.
Here's the thing. Graham Potter, the only way he will stay at this club if he acts himself up, if he takes control, takes charge, yeah? Because what he's doing now, you guys can praise for what he's doing, but he ain't doing anything, yeah? Mason Mount's not being disciplined. Havertz, and I get all these injuries. Injuries. Why are we complaining about injuries? Thomas Tuchel had the same injuries last year. I kept it
He
consistent.
did
when I
not
said
have 12 injuries,
Tuchel.
Matt.
Yes, he had 12 injuries. He had
No,
the
he
COVID.
did not
the
have 12
COVID.
injuries. He
He
did
had
not
the
have 12
COVID thing.
injuries. Not
He
12.
had. Remember that? No, he had COVID. He had the Rush thing going on. He had
You're
all
talking
these
about
problems
the
going on.
Watford game. You're talking about the Watford game. I understand. I
All I'm saying-
saw it. I
All I'm
wasn't there,
saying
but
is
I saw it.
I kept the same consistency. I said injuries
Okay.
for me aren't an excuse, and I want Potter to succeed, but I just don't see him. I really don't see it. He's not authoritarian enough to stand up and say to these players and wake them up. I just don't
Okay.
see it.
Hey, if Potter
Matt,
wins,
who is?
And honestly, I won't say Potter now because there is no option. So for me, the plan is just to create a team so when another manager comes in, they can succeed with it. I think we sacked the best manager we had. That was the biggest mistake we've ever made in this club history, and we've had to suffer the consequences for now. We get Graham Potter as our transition manager, but
Ooh, I would say
he
the
will
biggest
not win us.
mistake is sacking Mourinho the first time we sacked him, or sacking Carlo Ancelotti in the tunnel. I mean, those are two enormous mistakes.
We had half our team out from COVID and injuries. Do you guys know? Am I the one who watched Chelsea last season?
Hey, this
We'll have
says
six,
Tuchel didn't have 12
eight,
injuries. Stop
nine.
lying, Matt. You are lying, by the way. Come on.
I didn't say we had 12. I said we have major injuries, and the only
We
injury
didn't
I
have
said
7.
this-
We didn't have like 7 players out of half our team without.
we had
COVID
half
last
our
season.
team out last season. We had half our team out.
When? In January
The,
or
what,
something?
the Watford period.
The
No,
was
Watford
that?
game
I
was
remember-
bad.
October,
there was
November?
It was the Wolves game where we had a reduced amount of bench because of this.
Was it Wolves or
COVID.
Watford?
But it was Wolves. But
Okay, Wolves. It was Wolves.
this is the caveat I'm going to give. Most of the players that were out with COVID were squad players.
No,
Well, who do you think's
not
out now?
starting 11.
Half-
No, because the COVID
Can't-
originated from the academy team and went through some of the squad rotation games that were going through in and out of the academy team. So
But
it's
here's
the
the
like
thing,
Ross
the
Barkley
only-
and then players that were getting ill, and then we had a couple of first team injuries. We didn't have. I mean, literally the 12 injuries we've got is most of the players that would be starting in our first team, and obviously Felix suspension as well would be in our first team. The first team lineup you put out on the injuries is better than the first team lineup we've got now.
Jesus.
I say take away Reece James from that injury list. Who else are we on our knees begging for?
Oh, Ben Chilwell, for sure. Come on.
Yeah,
But
Ben
Lewis
Chilwell's
Hall's
really
no,
good.
but
Zakaria.
Lewis Hall's been instantly playing better than Ben Chilwell this season.
That's Matt.
that's wrong. That's just wrong.
I'm sorry. That's just inaccurate. dude.
Chilwell walks in. I think Lewis Hall's been playing better than Chilwell this season. I think he's proven that he can play as a
you and
first
I,
choice.
you and I are not going to ever agree on that.
Zakaria,
Ben Chilwell is a good
100%.
Hold on. What about Raheem? No, Raheem Sterling, our top goal scorer this season.
Four goals, top goal. So I mean, our attack
Pulisic.
shit versus Galway.
Pulisic.
Wesley Fofana. No.
Nah,
Wesley Fofana
we have
for
depth.
sure.
We have depth. We have the depth.
Armando
Like-
Broja. We keep saying we're
we don't
struggling
need
with
him.
strikers, and
We have
say
two strikers on the
Armando
bench. We have the depth. So we have
Yeah,
the depth
Matt-
for it.
Matt Ball,
Zakaria, who's
Ball.
been our most informed midfielder.
I did say Zakaria. I said Zakaria and Reece James are only proper injuries.
Okay,
The rest we have depth for.
Okay,
The
well,
only
number
the only
one,
I can
you're
say,
wrong.
Mendy, fair enough. Pulisic, fair enough. Ruben, fair enough.
Yeah.
Outside of that, they're all important injuries.
I don't need Chilwell back. I don't need
Kante is
Chilwell
one
back.
of our best players when he's fit.
Kante's been gone for a year already.
Yes,
done.
but Kante is one of our best players when he's fit. When he's actually
Yeah,
fit.
when he's fit, but he's
So,
All right,
so
hey,
these are all
Matt
the
Ball.
when he come back, here we go.
I listed out to you.
Matt Ball, I got a question for you. Do you
Go on.
think next year it'll be Badiashile and Fofana center backs?
I do think next year, if I think Thiago Silva may. I don't know. Obviously,
Well, I want him to stay. I do.
I think he may sign on again, but I think next year will be the year that he
Phases
transitions
out.
away from
Yeah,
starting.
we will try to
I don't-
phase him out.
I would happily keep Thiago Silva on a contract just to be a cheerleader on the sideline.
Hey, I would give him a coaching contract
Zakaria's out for a
after
month.
he's retired.
What Aspie's doing now? Well, he's barely playing. Aspie's not good when he does play. But Thiago Silva is someone who would actually be a good cheerleader on the side,
Yeah.
coaching from the sidelines because he
Yeah,
is
because he actually
that type of
yells.
player. Yeah.
He actually
He is
yells
that
at
captain.
players.
When I look at who's our captain, Aspie wears the captain armband. Jorginho sometimes wears the captain armbands. Silva is the captain on the team.
Yeah,
Damn,
100%.
Arsenal
my
just
gosh.
scored.
Yeah.
Lloris is
scored.
bad. Dude, Lloris is the worst keeper on
Oh
this
my God,
planet.
he's so
Fucking Hugo.
ass.
God damn it.
Oh, how
No.
do you let that in?
He cannot keep getting away with this. Ah.
Like, who are they going to play?
How does he even?
Fraser Forster.
Wait, how does he even let that in?
Bro, how do you mishandle that ball?
As KJ would say, he stinks of piss. Jesus.
Oh, bro, he stinks of piss.
I think
Lloris is one of the most overrated goalkeepers in the history of.
I think France are actually happy here. It has just announced his retirement from international football because they can actually have a capable goalkeeper in there.
Yeah, he's always got a howler in him.
Well, the problem is
man.
France don't actually have many good goalkeepers.
Mike Maignan, Alban Lafont.
But they're not. They're okay, but they're not. They're not.
Maignan-
They're not that. None of them are that level.
Maignan has been good. He has just been injured.
What is that celebration? Why are they basketball?
Yeah, it's always Tottenham. I just fucking bottle it.
Oh, don't ever rely on them, Matt J. Ball. Don't. Oh,
I know it's painful that we have to rely on them because Man United are getting criminal decisions like they did yesterday to lose City the title because it's always about Man United and Arsenal in this thing. The FA they all love them, men's and women's. I mean, Arsenal women today got the most absolutely stupid penalty. Well,
I
they
saw
said
that.
it was a penalty, a non-penalty, because it was about 2 or 3 yards outside the box, and then it's a penalty.
Yeah, it looks like a penalty because it looks like it's falling inside the penalty box.
It doesn't. Straight away, I said that's not a penalty. That's not a penalty, and it was quite clear in the end. You look at the replay; it's not a penalty. The referee's in the perfect position, and she goes, "Oh, penalty," because they want Arsenal to win the league in the men's team, and they want Arsenal to win the league in the women's team.
Yeah,
This game is not over yet, Matt. You remember last Spurs, if I'm not mistaken, are actually the comeback kings of this season so far. They've made so many fucking comebacks this season. It's not funny. So, never know.
No,
Let's hope.
well, I don't know.
Dude, I can't trust Spurs for shit, man.
yeah.
It is what it is. GG. They tried.
No way Arsenal win the league, man. There's no way.
Bro,
Believe
they
it.
too far gone.
Believe it. Believe
They're
it.
too
It
far
might
gone.
happen, man. It might happen.
It's done. I'm going to have to block Melina
Half
off
a
every
fucking season's
platform.
gone. Come on, man.
I hope Melina's even here to hear that. I'm going to block you. I'm just letting you know. Your tweets make me sick.
Come on. Come on.
Hey, Matty, I
Son.
gotta go. Okay?
Oh my God, son.
No worries, Carlito.
Take care,
See you,
Corretto.
buddy.
Come
See you
on.
guys.
See you guys.
Yeah, and guys, great win, huh? Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Finally,
we got
we gotta
3
win.
points. That's the most important part.
Hey, of course it is. Of course it is. Now we get Mudryk. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
KJ,
Yeah.
apparently we need to let you speak. Go ahead.
Black Lives Matter, Benoit Badiashile is probably the best thing to happen to us since John Terry. Joao Felix is a wonder kid and not world class. What else? Mason Mount stinks of piss. Kai Havertz is a fraud living. Free Aubameyang and Mudryk looks like Trunks. That's all I gotta say.
Chunks, what?
I'm happy with that
Doesn't like
because
him.
we actually have a left-footed centre back in that left centre back position. We have needed that for so many years, in my opinion.
Finally.
Yeah,
I mean, centre backs. When it comes to centre backs, it's not. You don't have to have two of the best centre backs in the world. You just have to have two centre backs that can play well together. It's with centre backs. It's all about the partnership. When it's a three at the back, it's a bit different because you've got. When it's 3 people, it's more about who you've got and can they play the position. But when it comes to just 2 people in a centre back, communication is key. And can these centre backs complement each other? Which I think Badiashile and Silva complement each other. Koulibaly and Silva do not complement each other.
And Boehly and Silva also communicate in French, I think, because Thiago Silva lived so many years in France that he can speak French. And that's why I also think for Fana, Boehly is going to be in a really good partnership next year when he is back fit, because both of them, I think they've played together in the youth team for France for a while now because they're fairly the same age.
We'll see how it goes with Fofana and Badiashile. I do look at them and they are a bit similar, so I worry that potentially, obviously they both can be a bit rash. So I feel like we may get caught out with that a little bit, but that's a partnership that has to develop because they're young and they can push through that.
And they have potential.
Yeah, we'll see, but I was impressed by him today, not gonna lie. What I like
really
with Badiashile is every time he got the ball from Silva, it was instantly he was trying to look forward for a pass. Long diagonal balls, whereas if that's Koulibaly at the moment, which is a shame because I when Koulibaly was in the Italian league, was making them passes as well. But for I think with Koulibaly, I don't think he's a bad player, and I've seen him even in games look good in parts and then just make a silly decision.
Yeah.
I think part of he's not getting enough protection from the midfield because our defensive midfielder is just rubbish. But I also think it's a confidence thing. He's lost his confidence. Drawing from that sending off that he got against, was it Leeds? He sent off?
Yeah, Leeds, yeah.
And the problem is, in this run of form, no player is gaining their confidence, regaining confidence. They're just continuously going down, down, down. So that's why I'm not harsh on Koulibaly at all yet. I'm not harsh on any of the players that have come in because they've only just come in for one. and they've just come into a stinking shit of shit. Players that have been here for 3, 4, 5 seasons now that I am looking and going, you are not good enough.
Yeah.
And that's where you come into your Havertz.
And I like that they're actually looking to get rid of a lot of players like a club clear out because of I want to remove player power. I like that from Boehly and stuff. That shows that players can't dictate a team anymore and decide when or not a manager is going to get sacked, because the players they could have done that before, like under Abramovich, because you saw that in the 15-16 under Mourinho. The players just started playing really poorly, and Mourinho got sacked in October.
Yeah, these players have been here for too long.
Yeah,
dictating things for too long. It's been the same things under each manager. There are little things that change in different ways, but we need to get a lot of these players out. A lot of these players that have just not been good enough, have not shown anything that they have been, and we need to bring in some new blood. And with that becomes a new mentality. Whether Potter's the right man, I don't know. I can't tell you whether he's the right man. I trust him to at least try and take this process somewhere. And if we do need to get an experienced manager, then we get an experienced manager in. But for me, I don't think you can list me a single name at the moment that will either, one, come to Chelsea at this moment, or two, be a much better improvement than the Graham Potter. I don't think there's anyone really out there at all, unless you're going into. I don't want to sack 50, 60 million, 70 million of compensation just for a person that's on the same level as Potter. But we'll see how it goes. I'll be interested to see who goes. I think Ziyech should be the first out the door. I know he played well today, but I just think he's not. He's quite frankly wants to go. He's made that clear in previous situations where he flew back to Ajax, try and agree deals. So I think go on the phone to Ajax, see how much money they can pay, let him go. Conor Gallagher, you just played Palace today. Go to Palace and say 35, he's yours, because that's a decent amount. We'll get rid of Conor Gallagher and bring someone else in. And just keep moving from there. So go down the list. Obviously, I know Pulisic, you can't really get rid of him now because he's injured. So leave that to the summer. But go through each player that you don't rate and go look for clubs. Even if you have to go and push clubs to sign him rather than clubs necessarily coming in, just make it a fire sale. Fuck it. We need the money just to bring in.
Yeah.
Alfred, who do you think was most likely to go?
Who do I think is most likely to go? Ooh. To be honest, I probably would have said Havertz would have been one of the most likely. And maybe I was thinking Mount as well, but I just think that we won't get rid of him. So I'll probably have to agree with you and say Ziyech, especially after hearing what you just said. I actually didn't know about the whole flying back to Ajax thing. And were you serious about that?
Yeah, it was after the Leeds game. He literally just flew straight after to Ajax to try and negotiate transfers and go watch Ajax and all that.
Shit, well, if Todd Boehly knows that, then he's gone.
That's why we tried to get rid of him, but obviously Ajax were very much lowballing, didn't really have money, and then it never actually happened. So hopefully we can go back, or just go and say to AC Milan, how much do you want him for? But I know
for Leao.
No, not even just necessary for Leao. Just let him go.
Okay.
I think Leao's done. I think now we've got Nkunku. Now
Mudryk.
We've got Mudryk. Unless we get to the summer and Felix just falls through and Atletico turn and go, no, we're not selling him anymore. That's the only way I think Leao even comes into question at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of all these new attackers that we've got, that's another reason why I was thinking, that someone like Kai might go. Because obviously we're thinking about getting rid of some players in these positions if we're bringing in so many potentially.
The thing is about Kai, I feel like that's a summer. That's a transfer that probably go in the summer. I feel like Bayern Munich will probably look for someone in the summer. And I think that probably is the place where you'd want to really push him. But I don't feel like Bayern will hesitate to do that now. So I would personally keep Kai to the summer. Because I think Ziyech, while Kai is not very good, I don't think he's as toxic in the dressing room as Ziyech potentially is.
And it's going to be interesting also to see how he does with these new lads, playing alongside them. Felix.
Yeah, I mean,
Mudryk, should be.
I've always said I wanted to give Kai the season to try and turn this around. So I am happy to give him the season to the last 6 months to try and turn it around. I don't think he can turn it around at all. It remains to be seen. But if he does have an absolute unreal moment, multiple moments, and has a really good unreal last part of the season, then maybe that just snips me to go, hey, you can try and fight for a place in this team. I don't. He's not in my starting lineup now, let alone when all the attackers finally come in.
If Havertz scores 15 goals in this half season, I'm saying let him stay and let's hope he can continue scoring for him. But that's the only thing. And if he starts scoring goals after goals and wins us game after game, like yes, we won 1-0 now, but if he keeps scoring those important 1-0 wins, 1-0 victories for us, which gives us 3 points, which makes us climb the table and get back into say top 6 and stuff. I'm saying I can give him another year, or at least until January, see what he does, and then see if Bayern are interested in him.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. I mean, you've got situations as well. You've got Zakaria, and it's still a deal that is agreed but in waiting because of certain political issues at the moment. So that's a deal that could go through at any minute.
Is it really?
Left for the summer now because of the signings that we've made. But the one thing I think with the Havertz thing as well, I really don't understand the criticism behind Aubameyang at the moment. I know he hasn't scored a lot of goals, but I don't really get what's this obsession with Aubameyang's done something wrong.
Well, when the hell has he even gotten that much of an opportunity lately anyway? I can't remember the last time he started a game. He comes off the bench every now and then. When's the last time he started?
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't been playing. I maybe it's a thing of Potter prefers Havertz to Aubameyang. Fair enough. I'd probably say it's a wrong decision, but if that's what he prefers. But I keep getting all these Chelsea fans on social media saying, "Oh, Aubameyang's done this, Aubameyang's done." Unless I've completely missed something, has Aubameyang actually caused any problems?
Yeah, and in my opinion, is not to have a preferred striker. I would actually like to see Aubameyang and Havertz play together, because I think if Havertz it's like playing like a centre forward and playing behind Aubameyang, that can give Havertz more freedom and more space to actually be more productive in the attacking third.
Yeah, but then where would you put Felix, Mudryk? Would they go on the wings or?
Yeah, that's also
that's the thing. We
have so many attackers now.
I just don't think Havertz, for me, deserves starting lineup. I think Aubameyang. What I see with Aubameyang, he makes these consistent runs, and in a way, some of these other attackers. This was kind of a thing with Werner a little bit as well, and this was a kind of thing with not Lukaku. Lukaku was just lazy, and this is what I didn't like about Lukaku. But there have been other strikers in the past that have made these runs, and they just haven't been picked up. And we look and go, oh, Aubameyang's only had 7 touches. I think it was one. I think it was the Man City game. He only had 7 touches in that game. Well, I watched the game back and just watched Aubameyang in that Man City game, and he was constantly making runs that just wasn't getting made. There was no one passing to him. So you can't expect a striker to get on the ball consistently if his whole point is he makes these runs and then you don't give him the ball. And that's why hopefully. This is why I think this is a whole Aubameyang kind of slander, and because he had a bad situation at Arsenal, it automatically means he's definitely a bad person. He's definitely causing bad things in the dressing room now.
Watching score a couple of goals against Dortmund in the Champions League to put us through, and all of a sudden he'll be back and a good player and all this.
Bro, but that's our fan base. Our fan base are spoiled brats. They switch literally on a dime. And that's literally what Sterling is going through at the moment.
Yeah,
I said, and me and Sadiq said when Sterling signed that he'd be the scapegoat when things go wrong, and he was.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
KJ, you watching this game, man?
Bro, I'm watching it.
Arsenal is fucking them up, man. Oh my
Bro,
God.
Partey almost scored a ridiculous goal. I nearly
Yeah, I saw that shot post. It kind of reminds me of the Corey shot, but the Corey shot was more on target.
Bro, they're playing like they won the league. That's
Yeah,
what's so amazing about Arsenal. They're so confident. They're not even that good. They're just confident.
Yeah, but KJ, it's the thing is that they were so patient about this. I mean, they were bad, bro. I mean, like we're talking 2 years in a row they were 8th place. One of the years, like even when the Conference League was invented, they weren't even allowed in the Conference League, and then they got 5th, and now they're top of the league. And I know that those 3 years must have been really shitty to deal with, not just from a fan perspective, but from a club perspective. Like Stan Kroenke, he's got, he just won the Super Bowl with the LA Rams. He's got all these successful teams. He's looking at Arsenal and he's thinking, am I really going to stick with this? And they did. You got to give them props for it.
No, I do.
Absolutely.
But you know what, bro? You gotta give Guardiola his condoms, bro, because I don't know what he did to Arteta. But probably a blessing in disguise, man. Pip needs to freaking lift that trophy when Arsenal win this league.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I would never want to play for Arteta because he looks like the most exhausting person in the world.
But I do also think, while Arsenal have done well, I do think it's Man City dropping the ball quite a lot.
100%.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No one is talking that they spent a decent chunk of money on Haaland, and yes, Haaland is playing absolutely fantastic. De Bruyne is playing absolutely fantastic because he feeds them all these balls, but they haven't improved one bit. If anything, they've gone backwards.
I was actually having this conversation on the Twitter space, and I think Haaland might, as good as he's been, I think it's been a detriment to Man City because they've had to change their whole shape to accommodate playing a number 9 system, and it's kind of holding them back.
Yeah, it kind of
limiting the goal scoring option. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of what United had to do last season with Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo scored 18 goals for United last season, but they had to also change up how they played with the play style under Solskjaer, and it cost him this. It cost him his job.
Yeah.
So it's also how we kind of had to change up our playing. So when we signed Lukaku.
Yeah, I mean, Haaland. I mean, he's not a possession option.
No.
He's one last guy that they can pass to. Like City's always looking for 2-3 options every time someone gets the ball. Haaland is not a possession option. He's a threat. Of course, he's a threat. He's an incredible athlete. But I don't think he's that great of a footballer. I mean, like Harry Kane is such a better footballer. It's just Haaland is a great finisher. Haaland raids the box. He's really good at it.
No, this is where I always, and this is where people slag me off for saying this. I actually think if Kane's starting for City instead of Haaland, City would be doing much better.
Yeah. He links up. He links up. So
That's
much
a
better.
fact.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Man City would probably have won the league by February or March or something silly like that.
Yeah,
Kane
now.
drops
in all the time, man. He always wants the ball.
Kane is literally the definition of a number 10. He's a natural number 10.
Yeah.
He's someone that can create stuff for you and score goals. He can link up, play well. He's so versatile, whereas Haaland is a one-dimensional player. And this is the argument I kept on having with Sadiq on this stream. And this is why I said I take Lewandowski over Haaland because Haaland can only give you pure finishing. That's literally it.
Yeah, I think Haaland should have gone Real Madrid.
Alfred, me too.
Haaland should have gone Real Madrid.
I think he will.
I would have
He
gone.
will in a year. I think he will.
2-0.
Oh, you mean the best attacking mid in the world? Martin Odegaard, that guy? The $100 million man?
He's not. I don't know.
He is going to win player of the season, fellas. You mark my words.
I think
pound player.
I don't think he will. I
Right.
think they'll put Haaland just for the sake
No.
of Haaland. It's Man City.
Yeah, but I think Odegaard will at least get
Charlie,
nominated.
you know it's happening.
But no, Odegaard will be close because he's been, in my opinion, the most vital part to Arsenal's title charge this season.
He is their
If he-
talisman.
If he gets injured now, I think Arsenal will almost collapse. Like they're on the brink of
I
collapse.
don't
think
like
so.
to pray for people to get injured, but if
No, I'm not praying for them. I'm just saying if he got injured, like he is so vital to Arsenal that they like Smith Rowe is still injured, and who are they then going to play in that offensive attacking offensive midfield position because they don't have any other players.
There's a couple of positions that are like that. If Partey gets injured, then that Man City that Arsenal midfield is gone again. So unless you move Zinchenko into midfield, which then you have a problem at left back.
Yeah.
There is no one in midfield. Sambi Lokonga's good, but not good enough. And
Elneny is not good enough.
Elneny is just useless. And then with Partey going, that puts Xhaka down 1 or 2 levels as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, I just saw Antonio Conte's face. That is the face of a man that wants to leave. That wants to leave.
And this is one thing I'm saying in the summer. Harry Kane's got 1 year left on his deal in the summer. Conte leaves, gone.
So
yeah,
Matt,
should we go for him in the summer?
Matt, this is where I'm like,
No.
Spurs would never do it.
No,
They
Spurs
wouldn't.
would. The only way we do it is if Harry Kane just goes, do you know what? Fuck Spurs. I'm not giving you any money. I'm leaving the season after on a free contract, and then that is Chelsea to go after.
But
he's too nice of a guy, man.
But he hasn't won anything with Spurs. If it comes to Chelsea, he could probably win the League Cup or something with us.
Bro, he tried to leave. They stopped him.
They said
Yeah.
no.
They tried.
That's it. I just don't. I don't know. I think that's why he's got 18 months on his deal. Nothing's been talked about of him signing a new contract.
Because he
Which
doesn't
for a
want to
big
stay.
player like that, you have to. Which I think he's just carefully waiting to see how Conte goes.
Yeah.
Once
I
if
even think it's that.
Conte
I
is
just
there
think
in the
he's running
summer,
down his
it
time.
looks all happy, hunky-dory, he might sign a new contract. If Conte's not happy, I think Harry Kane walks.
I think
Nah,
he's
bro.
tired of it. Always like after Poch left, they've been sacking managers like almost left, right, and center. So
Yeah, but they might not even sack Conte. Conte might just walk.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like Conte.
See,
Conte's done with
they
this
don't
team, man.
suffer
He-
enough. I want them to suffer more.
I mean,
how do you say suffer?
The
Fuck
perfect
ass.
one was when I think it was one of the conferences. He said he was like, "I'm happy to stay," and then he was like, "But I have to decide whether I'm happy to stay."
Yeah. He pretends to not speak English very well. He speaks English very well. He
knows exactly.
He chooses to be a bad speaker when he doesn't want to say something.
He chooses to speak in riddles.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the
I
thing.
might choose to stay. I mean, come on.
He's done
man.
the same thing when talking about the squad, man. He always hints out that this squad is just dog shit, but we can't directly say it.
I mean, the only player I outside of Harry Kane and one is it Bentancur?
Bentancur, yeah.
Yeah, he's so sick.
I take Son, to be fair.
I do like Son. I'm not gonna lie. I do
Son
like
is quality, man. He is so
He's good. He's good. I don't think he's going to be as good as Mudryk, though.
Yeah.
He's all Hazard.
Son is one of them players. If a Felix, for some reason or another, was never going to happen. If Atletico just went, we've sacked Simeone, Felix is going to stay with us. Felix is going to be our man to build around, and that's not deal. I would not mind going in for someone like Son.
Oh, 100%. I would take Son.
Should we try swap deal for Havertz, like Felix for Havertz? See if they bite.
Screw Havertz.
No, I think we're gonna buy him anyway.
Deal for Lukaku. Say to Atletico like to take strikers off us. So just say, Simeone, you want a target man that's big to build off. Forget just make sure you don't have to show Atletico his touches. Just leave that out of it. But say, look, this is a big target man. You want a target man. Pay us this amount of money, and we'll take Felix off your hands for a
Are you
good
saying
part.
you want Tiggs to create a YouTube video of all the highlights of Lukaku?
Yeah, just keep
Just goals?
giving them- Yeah, just keep giving them the goals. Just don't show the bits before or after.
Don't show him playing football.
Show him the Arsenal goal last season.
Just show him a couple of the Everton goals. Look how good he was for this team. Look how good for this. Just ignoring United, Chelsea. Show him some of
Minerals,
the
bro.
goals.
He was good at United.
He was kinda. He scored
I mean,
like
he
almost
wasn't.
20 goals
He
for
was
one,
good
for
and
1
bad at
year.
the same time.
Yeah,
I saw him play live at RSL Stadium. We tied them. He scored this goal from like this impossible angle. He was good for United.
Yeah, I saw him score against Chelsea in 2017 when I was at Old Trafford. That wasn't fun. Like the funniest thing, 2 strikers we had who both flopped for us scored in that game. Alvaro Morata and Romelu Lukaku.
Well,
Anyway,
Matt, do you feel a little bit relieved today?
I'm relieved that I can wake up tomorrow morning and we've got 3 points.
Yes.
We're okay. We're not going to get bantered by anyone. We're just there. It's all good.
Hey,
All
I
the
think-
banners can go Spurs' way at the moment.
Or no, all the bands can go Liverpool's way.
Oh yeah, Liverpool Spurs. Yeah.
Liverpool.
Did you
Liverpool are-
see them play, Syndra?
This
No,
is
I
one
didn't-
thing I
I
find
didn't.
is criminal. How are people always talking about Potter being sacked, even though
Not
he's only
Klopp.
been there 3 months and hasn't had much to deal
Yeah.
with? Yet
With the World Cup.
Klopp has not had one mention.
Yeah, and you know what the
He
funniest
getting
thing is
sacked by
also.
the media.
You know what also the funniest thing is, Matt. Before Tuchel got sacked, Tuchel had a better win rate than Klopp had.
Yeah.
I think Klopp's been running on tight ropes for ages, and this is why he keeps putting out the agenda that Liverpool don't have no money. Liverpool don't spend anything.
Yeah. Pay
They
attention
spent
every
a
time a
hell of a
manager
lot of money.
struggles. Pay attention
But they've
to
spent
that.
a hell of a lot of money on different
Nunes.
players. They've spent a lot of money.
Dude, they paid $100 million for Darwin Nunez, who's terrible.
Like yeah, okay, he scored some
Darwin
goals in
is
the league,
dog shit. Oh my god.
but I think Darwin Nunes was at a new record in the Premier League this season for most big chances created or most big chances missed.
Missed.
That's the record he's gonna set.
He's so
Maybe-
bad.
maybe-
He's like, he makes
maybe-
Timo Werner look amazing.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean-
Werner was amazing sometimes.
Oh,
Alfred,
bro, I
what do you
take
got?
Werner over Havertz and Mount any day of the week.
Alfred,
Like-
what do you got, man?
I was just going to say that it might be an unpopular opinion, but I honestly see a player there. You know,
In
give him
Nunez?
time. Yeah, give him time.
I just look at it's Timo Werner vibes every single time. Cannot finish his dinner.
Didn't we
Let
also say
alone-
to Werner that, or say about Werner that give him time and he will
Yeah.
do
But
good?
that's the thing. I think and this thing, Darwin Nunez was doing this for Benfica.
Yeah,
At least with Werner. Werner looked good for Leipzig. This wasn't happening in Leipzig because the German league makes everyone look good. But even for Benfica, Nunez was doing this. Everyone was saying Nunez was going to be the next Werner. Liverpool went and bought him, and oh my god, it's
hilarious.
I think it's the worst signing of this season.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the one thing that people need to relax on is saying that Mudryk is going to be like Timo Werner. Mudryk has unbelievable foot skills, and he's got all the moves. Like
Yeah,
everybody that says that he's going to be Timo Werner because he's white and blonde and fast, it's just a false equivalency.
Yeah.
Like he is way
It's
closer to
complete
Neymar than to Werner. He is a
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
very skilled player.
Mudryk, I think someone, his agent even said himself, he doesn't want to be compared to anyone.
No.
Because
Yeah,
he's his own guy.
That's I like that. I like that kind of like that sounds a little bit like ego.
It's arrogant. Of course it's arrogant.
It's
Yeah,
arrogant,
you've got to
but
be arrogant. The best players are arrogant. Like the one thing of Kai Havertz, I think he's
too humble.
Carly is going to hate me for this. I think he's soft. And he hasn't got that arrogance either.
Too many photos of his girlfriend and his dog, man.
Hey, by the way, lads, are you aware that Darwin Nunez has got 10 goals this season?
Are you serious? Oh shit!
Yeah.
you mean in the league? Do you mean in the league or in total?
I'm just that, to be honest, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me.
But Timo
If you've
Werner
got-
also had many goals and assists in his first season. But
Did he?
it's the point. The point is,
Yeah, he did.
how many chances has he missed on top of that?
I can check.
Because he gets chance after chance after chance after chance, and the amount of times he's missed goddamn awful chances.
From what I heard, he has missed. He's like 8 or 7 misses away from Robin van Persie's record-breaking 11-12 season, where he missed 25 big chances, and I think Darwin Núñez is.
Anyway, once Sindra's done this, we'll have to go because
Yeah.
I need to go.
Last thing I'll say is that you
He's-
really have to ask:
yeah.
is he better than Mane? Did he replace
Yeah.
Mane? The answer is
He-
just no.
Like
no.
he has missed 15 big chances this season. He has a shot conversion rate of 6.4%. I like to take that in context. Like Haaland and Ivan Toney and Salah are both tied in second place with 12 chances missed. Like Salah is on 8.4%, but both Haaland and Ivan Toney are close to around to 20% shot conversion rate. So at least hit the target more than Núñez. I think, yeah.
And that's the thing. We're not even halfway through the season yet,
Yeah, like
and he's
even
already over half of what Van Persie's record.
yeah.
All right, fellas.
Right, anyway, we've got to go. So thank you all for tuning in and listening for over an hour now. We've taken up enough of your time. But thank you for tuning in. Make sure you smash the like button before you go. Carlito, Alfred, KJ, Sindra, thank you for coming on.
It was a pleasure.
And
It
of
was
course,
fun.
Matt and Sadiq that was here before as well.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming on, and we'll see you for another
Next
stream
week.
very soon.
Next week, yeah.
It's Liverpool next week. It's the El Shitico, as everyone's
Yeah,
calling
shit to
it.
go. Yeah.
Can't wait. Anyway, on that note, we'll end
I'm
it.
stealing that. I'm stealing that.
Smash
Don't
the
forget-
like button.
And
We'll
subscribe.
see you for El Shitico next week.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Take care.